ॐ गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत न शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयाम देवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेम देवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We will now chant from mantra number 7. Seventh mantra 2.1.7. तस्माच्च देवा बहुधा सम्प्रसूताः साध्या मनुष्याः पशवो वयांसि प्राणापानौ व्रीह्यवौ तपश्च श्रद्धा सत्यं ब्रह्मचर्यं विधिश्च सप्त प्राणाः प्रभवन्ति तस्मात् सप्तार्चिषः समिधः सप्त होमाः सप्त इमे लोका येषु चरन्ति प्राणागुहाशया निहिता सप्त सप्त। अगेन सप्त प्राणाः प्रभवन्ति तस्मात् सप्तार्चिषः समिधः सप्त होमाः सप्त इमे लोका येषु चरन्ति प्राणागुहाशया निहितः सप्त सप्त। We were seeing this 2.1.1 and as you so know that the first mantra is with the Brahma only, Brahma and Maya. So in the Brahma the Karanatva is superimposed. The causeness is superimposed in the Brahman. And this superimposition of causeness was mentioned as knowing by Tatastha Lakshana. In the second mantra, which was Divyo Yamurta Purusha, that is a Karan, where the causeness of the creation is not superimposed on the Brahman. This is the second mantra. 9 points were mentioned in the second one, 2.1.2. So, why? This is, I told also, one is called Adhyarop, other is called Apavad. Adhyarop means Adhyarop Apavad, Abhyam Nishprapancham Prapanchate. By the superimposition and by the deep superimposition alone this truth can be known. So now the process of superimposition is continuing. So from second mantra to almost, I think, 10th mantra, second mantra to 10th mantra, third mantra to 10th mantra rather. Third mantra to 10th mantra is an extension of the first mantra. What was mentioned as a Karan there, what was mentioned as a Karan and Karya, now that it is more elaborated, that all what have come from the Karan. And the purpose is not to tell what all have come, the purpose is to tell that what all is there is nothing but the Brahman only. And I had given the word Bad Samanyadi Karan Lakshana. Like the snake is rope, etc. etc. So don't get lost in what is said here. It is possible a person may get Pashava, Vayamsi. It is not to tell about these things. It is not how creation has come. It is not who made the creation. It is not that when creation was there. It is not where creation is there. All these questions are invalid and illogical. As much as it appears logical, little thinking will make it falls like a pack of cards. Only question which is answerable is what exactly is the creation? What is the creation? So how it has come? Who made it? When did it come? So these are the questions used in the worldly parlance. When something is in time and space, like any house I see or any country I see, I can came when this country first came into existence. Who made it? What was the purpose behind making this country? What was the philosophy behind that? So there may be answers to it. Because all that thing is in space, in time. But whole world, when you say how it has come and who made it, so all this is pre-assuming that there was a time when world was not there. And this is the basic mistake of the thinker here. And if you say world was not there, this itself is a very contradictory part. When you use the statement that world was not there, world was not there. A world was not there. So I will ask you a question. Was world not there in a time, or there was no time when world was not there? And if you say no, there was a time when world was not there. अब देखो world आ गया. Because I told you time cannot exist without space. And moment, time and space, time will always be when two is there. You cannot experience time when one you are experiencing. Gurudev used to say, therefore, unit of time is second, not first. You don't say 5 first. You say 5 second. If you say world was not there, so there are two options. There's a time when world was not there, this is ruled out. Then I say, okay, there was no time when world was not there. They go when. If you use the word when, so how did you say this point? There was no time when world was not there. No time you are saying, did you experience that absence of world? Did somebody experience absence of world or he didn't experience absence of world? If nobody experienced absence of world, then there is nothing called, because nobody experienced, how can it be said that something existing also? And if you say, yes, somebody had experienced the absence of the world, so was this experience other than himself or himself? And if he says no, it was other than himself, then again, no experience is possible without bringing time into picture. So this point that there was some point where world was absent is not considered here. We use the word world was unmanifest. And the world manifested through the thing called Maya, because world nothing world you cannot prove at all. World is not known proved by any praman, put it like that. World is proved by pratyaksh praman. World is proved by, pratyaksh praman is not a valid praman. Pratyaksh praman is there that the sun is moving. Because something is seen doesn't mean it is true. I'm saying the reality of the world cannot be proved by any means of knowledge. The source, the world was existing eternally, that is also not provable. World started, that is also not provable. Ultimately, you have to bring the Maya, and the Maya will say that the world was shown, like the dream time comes when the dream world is projected. You cannot say there was a time when dream world was not there. And can you say with this reference to dream time? Can you say with reference to dream time, not waking time, please be alert. I am saying, can you say with reference to dream time that there was a time when dream world was not there? With reference to dream time, you cannot say, because the dream world and the dream time are concurrent. They will be simultaneous only. Therefore, there is nothing called there was a time when dream world was not there. So there is no possibility of the world starting, actually speaking. There is no possibility. The world can start. And you have already heard that only the consciousness was there. So world will start from where? From itself, anything cannot start. From the consciousness, it cannot start, because the consciousness is, by its nature, it is non-modifying. And it is pulled by itself. So world is seen on the consciousness, and this process of projecting it is done by Miss Maya. Well, why you are saying Miss Maya? Why not Mrs.? Why not Mrs.? It is unmarried. Maya is unmarried. No, Maya is married to Ishwar actually. But we choose it as if, some are unmarried but they appear married. Some are married but they appear unmarried. Very confusing. This is very confusing. Some are married, and it happened with somebody. Some boy came to me. It's a real story. So he said, that girl particular come, I like her and I'm going to propose her. We have got for coffee. So both of them, and he said, I want to talk to you something personal, and he both went for coffee. So he both sat. So after that girl said, see, I have very less time. My husband is coming to fetch me. He said, all my money got wasted. I said, did you have coffee? He said, I had, but I had already ordered, but I just wanted to run away from that place. She would have told me. I said, but you didn't ask anything. Before proposing, you find out whether she's married or not married. But he said, no, she was appearing as totally unmarried. I had a good laugh. हमने कही तो बड़ा मजा आया हमको तो. He said, I suffered so much, you are enjoying? I said, yes. I enjoy foolishness of you. Your foolishness I enjoy. Moment you start enjoying your foolishness, somebody else's foolishness, then you can be out of that foolishness. क्या करा जाए? When you are above something and somebody falls in that, then you can really see why the person is unnecessarily wasting his time. माया तो भगवान की है, माया का तो ईश्वर ही है, लेकिन अनमैरिड दिखती हो, हाँ माया को ले लेते हैं. और माया kicks us. Maya says, see, I'm married. He said, no, please, no. He said, Chat. हम तो ईश्वर के हैं. I belong to ईश्वर only. और हम पीछे भागते रहते हैं उसके, which she keeps on kicking. I hope you have understood this world point. When I was in class 12th, so there was one person in my city. He was a very good person and very, I will say, among the great person. Every day he used to go on bicycle and take bath in Ganges. Imagine how much punya he must have. Face glowing with purity. And he used to conduct 20 study groups, or most of them on cycle. Everywhere he was in demand. So someday he used to call me for his study group. He must be 80 or something, 85. I must be 17, 18, but he loves me a lot. So when a study group, I don't know you have seen a study group, one of the Chinmaya study groups, 15, 20 people get together and discuss on some Upanishad. And this was a very common question. This question was very common question, that why was the creation started and who created and how time came and how space came. And this person, his name was Mr. Visht, he used to explain, and these people didn't understand. And I was too young to intervene because these are really elderly people, retired people. But I used to laugh a lot when these people used to discuss. खूब मजा आता था इन लोग के डिस्कशन, आपस में they used to fight. But please get out of this vasana of creation. This is called Kal Vasana and Desh Vasana. This is a very big obstacle in understanding the Vedanta. Kal Vasana, Desh Vasana. That something is in time. Something has to start. Everything has to start. And all this will all be logically illogical. It is all illogical after a time being. ठीक है, हम लोग सोच नहीं सकते. We cannot think also. Now, yesterday you saw, we had seen the 7th mantra. I'm repeating it. Purpose of all this is not to tell that it is born. Purpose is to tell that these are all mithya actually. If you remember the very first day, I told you 3 points are mentioned here. First was Brahma Satyam, second was Jagat Mithya, and third was Jiva Brahma iti Naparam. This is the 3-point program which is in 1st to 10th mantra. Bas main cheez pakad ke you can go around everything. If you have the main thing you know, after that you are in charge after that. So tasmat cha everywhere, tasmat, etasmat, ataha. These words are important here. So tasmat cha, I told you tasmat is not pure Brahman, it is Maya Sahit Brahman. Maya Sahit Brahman is called Ishwar. Ishwar. And this is called in Bhagavad Gita as Paraprakriti. Same is called as Paraprakriti in the 7th chapter. 7th chapter, although word Prakriti is used there, but that Paraprakriti is a confusing word. It should be, it is Maya Sahit Brahman. Brahman with the Maya. Alone Brahman is not the creator of the world. Now let's move ahead now. So we saw Vrihi Yavav. Vrihi means rice and Yavav means barley. So rice and barley is there. Tapasya also we saw. Shraddha, Satyam, Brahmacharyam, Vidishcha. Vidishcha, the rules and regulations are there. Here in the Yagna also, rules and regulations are there. Rules and regulations. But if you do this, this will be the result. And Bhagavan has given some warning signs are there. Warning signs. If you do this, so first a person doesn't suffer all of a sudden. First he suffers little only. Therefore, if supposing water is very hot, so a person will not, moment he takes his hand near water, some kind of vapor will warn him that see, don't put your finger in your water because this very hot water is there. Or if you hold the cup, so cup will be little warm. Or some vapor will be coming out to tell you that this is, be careful about it. So everything has a rule here. So before you suffer tremendously because of something, you start suffering slightly. And if you can catch that, start slight suffering, if you can arrest, then only you can be out of bigger suffering. Whether it is relations, whether it is action, whether it is attachment, whether it is ego, you don't suffer all of a sudden 100%. You start suffering slightly first. And when you are slightly suffering, you didn't take it seriously. And then slight suffering slowly multiplied and it become bigger suffering. So Vidishcha is mentioned, some kind of, Vidishcha means do's and don'ts were there. I'll move ahead now. I've seen other things also, Satyam, Brahmacharyam, Vidishcha, just a general meaning. In our Vedanta course, I take all the Bhashya also, each word is taken. And the Sandhi rules, and the Anvaya, this, that. If you have books, all marks will be there all around. It is full of painting, lot of pointer. If somebody takes your book, he cannot read it. Only you can, and mine also. If you see my book, it is full of pointers, and because when I always take a pen and when I read, still if I read this, I'll take a copy, pen, maybe marker. And today that habit is there also to underline there, to put some here, arrow goes here. This. So this style is there, is for ourselves. So let us see now. Sapta pranaha prabhavanti tasmat. Tasmat again from that consciousness. Tasmat is from that second one, Divyo Yamurta Purusha, or Yattad Adrishyam, Agrahyam, Agotram. Yattad Adrishyam, Avarnam. Fir Achakshushrotram, Apanipadam, Tadapanipadam, Nityam, Vimum, Susukshmam, Sarvagatam, Susukshmam, Yadbhut Yonim Paripashyanti Dhira. So that is Tasmat, you don't forget. And when I say Tasmat, please be very careful on one point. If you are really, so something is called Shravanam and something is called Dhyanam. When a person listens first time, he thinks there is some Brahman, and from that Brahman this is appearing on Brahman. But when you are in meditation and when you are a meditative student, then you will see this is in me. In me prana is appearing. Therefore, etasmat word also had come earlier. Etasmat jayate prana mana sarvendriyani cha. Third mantra was etasmat. Slowly tasmat. Next ataha. Etasmat is for closer. So when who is meditating, he can see in me the things are coming and I am not changing. So this is appearing in me. This flower is in me. This is not a flower. This is me appearing as a flower. This is not a book. Me appearing as a book. Here me is not body. Me is the self. Me is appearing as this particular mic. Like example is the dream example. So tasmat sapta prana. Now be careful of this mantra, little confusing if you are not understood. Here prana means sense organs. Indriyani. Indriyani is called prana here. Not the traditional meaning of prana is there. Because 7 kind of prana will come out. It's illogical. 7 prana. Because there something is called golak, not gullak. Golak. Gullak is called piggy bank, is called gullak. But it's called golak. Socket. Indri is different, socket is different. What doctor operates is the socket, not the sense organ. Doctor has no access on sense organ. Sense organ is a power behind that. He's a clerk, this is the office. These eyes are the office, hardware, software is power. So, please, lokaha word is indicating the socket or golak. And pranaha word is indicating sense organ. And, understood? Very loka, second line, third quarter. Sapt ime lokaha, that is sapt lokaha. And because, how come 7 are there? 7 are not there. Where? 2 ears are there, 2 eyes are there, 2 nostrils are there, and 1 mouth is there. Thank God 1 mouth is only there. With 1 mouth, so much of problem. If Bhagavan had given our problem, would have become twice. From 1 mouth you eat, other you drink. So, Sapta Prana, Jivva Jyoti, Karna Jyoti, Netra Jyoti, Grahana Jyoti. And moment the person sleeps, these Jyotis are not there. ठीक है? सप्त प्राण चले आगे बोले बिल्कुल चलिए. And there are sapt golak बोले बिल्कुल ठीक है. And there is something called sapt homaha. Outer organs are also there. Object. So these, as the oblations are offered, see quite a number of Havan imagery is there. That is called imagery. Imagery means kalpana. Simile, like Rath Kalpana. Imagery, not imaginary. Imagery. What is there? They said this is Havan Kund. This is Havan Kund. These are Havan Kund. And outer objects are like the Samidha, home. Like your ears are Havan Kund and my words are like the Samidha. They are offered in your ears. Sapta Homaha, not English home. Home is done. Achha. So if the fire is not there, if the sense organ is not there, then home won't happen. Then nothing will be received. So there is a sense organ, eyes, ears, and then home is there. Then knowledge takes place, that is called Saptarchi. Saptarchisha. 4 times Sapt is coming. 1 is the socket or golak. Second is the indriya called prana. Third is called home, the sense object. And 4th is the archi, the knowledge that takes place. The flower is offered to my sense organ called eyes. And then knowledge takes place. This is flower. This is flower. This is called Chidabhas also. Reflected consciousness. Or supposing you have a Jivva Jyoti. The tongue has also a Jyoti. And you put something sour. Or you put something sweet. Or pungent, whatever is there. So after that, this Havan is done. But after that, knowledge takes place that this is very sweet. Tea is very sweet today. Coffee is very sweet. I think you forgot twice you had put the sugar. Too sweet it is there. So, this knowledge is called Saptarchi. I hope this point is clear. 4 points. Don't get confused here, please. So, Sapta Pranaha tasmat. What is the interesting point? All is from that consciousness. All this is happening in the consciousness only. And the tasmat sapta prana, tasmat sapta archisha, tasmat sapta samidha, sapta samidha. Is samidha ho gayi, and therefore sapta homa cha bhavanti. Before samidha also can put sapt. 7 kind of samidhas are put, and therefore the sapt homas are there. Okay. And then there is the first line. Ime sapt lokaha cha prabhavanti. These are the sub-socket are there. Yeshu prana charanti. So this sense organ internally are moving. Where? Guhashaya. Guhashya means in the mind. Guhashayaha pranaha. So these pranaha, because all sense organ are in the mind only. Please note, sense organ means Shakti, the power of seeing, power of hearing, power of tasting, not the socket one, not the functional, not the structural, functional one, not the golak, not the functional one, not the structural one, who is of the nature of knowingness. And therefore, sometimes even if you close your eyes, you can still think of somebody and you can have a form. If you close your eyes and still you think of, supposing Ram Bhagwan, you can still think of a form. Because that sense organ is still there. Still you can think of some kind of words. Think of some word, how Krishna Bhagwan of Mahabharata was talking in that episode. Think of that. You can still think. ये कौरवों और पांडवों का युद्ध नहीं है पार्थ, ये धर्म और अधर्म का युद्ध है. तो you must have seen. Oh, you can still hear that inside. You did a very good role, Nitish Bharadwaj. Very nicely he portrayed Bhagwan Krishna's role there. If I make you remember, you can remember that. You can remember Bhishma Pitama's role, words. Now that sense organ called ear is repeating it also. Are you getting my point? So these sense organ are moving in the mind. Guhashayaha. Guhashayaha is the adjective of the prana. Pranaha, Guhashayaha pranaha. That prana, and Guha means Gufa, cave, which is hidden. That mind is hidden, therefore it is called cave. Like cave has a mouth, but inside how deep is the cave you don't know. You only see the door of the cave or the mouth of the cave. So these are the doors. These sense organs are the door. But cave inside is there, you don't know what is in the mind. Only I can see his eyes or ears. Little I can guess that today he was not happy. But what happened, I don't know. What is going in his mind, I don't know. I don't know what he's cooking. अंदर क्या है पता नहीं है. And sometimes it so happens sadhus are very fond of cave. And they entered the cave and lion was there. Inside the lion lives in the cave. Or some animals are in the cave and there is no door in the cave that you can lock and come. Of olden days. And the cave is very good for meditation because too much silence is there inside. And it has the warmth also. The cave is warm by nature and very silent. And it is dark also. It is very quiet. And when you put lamp, etc., still there are certain caves in the Himalayas. But it is good, but I want to go in a cave. So, the cave mind is compared, cave guhashaya. So, these mentioned as, let Bhashkar says, Guhayam Sharire Hrideva. In this body or this word, Swap Kale Sherate iti Guhashaya. These sense organ go in the deep sleep, they go back all in the mind only. Nihita Sthapita Dhatra Sapta Sapta Prati Prani Bhedam. So this is established, my Brahmaji, 7 in everybody. Why 7? Twice 7? Because in every prani 7 is there. Supposing I say, please give this 7 sweets to that Mr. Rakesh. Then I will say, please give 7 to Rakesh. But I have to say to give 7 to everybody. Then say, please give 7 to everybody. So here 7 is mentioned because to every being 7 is there. Prati prani bhedam. I hope this much is clear. So please see this Anvay, be careful how it will go, how the Sanskrit is read. Not straight Anvay. So first the Sapta should be there before Samidaha, and then Ime will go with the Saptalokaha and Pranaha Charanti, and then again Pranaha Guhashayaha Nihita Pranaha Sapta. So Guhashaya Pranaha Sapta Nihita. Nihita means kept. It is kept. If you don't understand Sanskrit, don't worry. Relax. Acha. Chalo bhai, that is fine. I hope this is clear. And important thing is, I perceive sometimes and in the deep sleep, in the dream. In the dream, pure consciousness is there. In the dream, the pure consciousness is there. Pure consciousness alone is coming as the light of 7 kind of demarcation. It is coming as the seer, hearer, toucher, smeller, taster. That alone has become. And the pure consciousness alone has become the object on which is offered as a ahuti in this. That is already, it has become the golak also. And it has become the one in which the things sleep. So 7 kinds of there. Attention should be on the consciousness which is real and this which is not real. Just keep this in mind. I am not going into more detail. ठीक है ना? Guhashya means in which all the sense organs sleep. Guhayam sherate. This is the vyutpatti. Shing dhatu is there, second conjugation. Shete, shayate, sherate. This is it goes like that. I think Atmanepadi is there. So this is there. Let me go ahead, at least complete. We'll complete this. Mundaka? No, Mundaka. Then one or two mantras. Let us see 9th mantra. Please repeat. Atas samudra grayascha sarve asmat syandante sindava sarvas rupaha atascha sarva oshadhayo rasascha ये नैष भूतैस्तिष्ठते यन्तरात्मा अतः समुद्राग्रयश्च सर्वे अस्मात् स्यन्दन्ते सिन्धवः सर्वरूपाः अतश्च सर्वा ओषधयो रसश्च ये नैष भूतैस्तिष्ठते यन्तरात्मा. Let us see now. See, the word atah is used. Earlier tasmat was there. Somewhere etasmat was there. Atah here means not therefore. From that. From this ataha. 5th case is there. Ataha. Like taha is used for from. Aham prayagatah. Prayag no, from prayag. Agamishyam, agami, agatah. हम प्रयाग से आ रहे हैं. अहम प्रयागतः आगतः. That is called. और अहम प्रयागतः आगमिष्यामि. I will come from Prayag. So tah is used in the sense of from. So ataha. So from that what happened? See, the survey will go with Samudraha. So all the oceans have been come. Survey Samudraha. All oceans have come. Well, how many? One ocean is there where all oceans have come. A lot of oceans are there. Why a lot of oceans are there? Because as many liquid is there, it has the corresponding macrocosmic infinite liquid is required. Oh my God! Yes, if water is seen in a microcosmic, there has to be infinite reservoir of water. That is called Jal Samudra. Jal Samudra. Similarly, if milk is there, milk should be Shir Samudra, Shir Sagar, what you call. Shir Sagar is there. Dadi Samudra also should be there. Curd ocean. Sarpi Samudra should be there. Ghee ocean. Well, if I can little excess, we can save a lot of money. So, Sarpi ocean is there. Then, for the joy of many people, Sura Samudra is also there. Ocean made of wine. So, Sura Samudra is there. Sura Samudra is also there. Then honey Samudra. Shahad Samudra is, Madhuk Samudra is also there. Madhuk Samudra is also there. And Ikshu Samudra is there. Ikshu means the sugar cane Samudra is there. Then Lavan Samudra is there. Lavan means the salt, that which you see. And in the Anand Giriji has put that. At the footnote you see. Ksharadhya iti shir udak ikshu ras udak dadi udak shuddhodak sura udak iti saptasagraha. I hope you got it. So, lot of oceans are there. हम लोग की हैबिट क्या सोचने की? Ocean is somewhere else, I am somewhere else. It is so difficult to think that these all have come in me only. From me, the consciousness only it has come. Because we are only identified with the body. And Giriyascha means, Giri means mountains, etc. Him vadadaya asmadev purushat sarve. Mountain, etc. has come also. Come means appearing. Then, next line. Asmat word is written, see in the first line, you see, second line. Asmat, again, from that, Asmat. Sarva Rupaha Sindavaha Syandante. So, Sindhu has come. So, Sindavaha. Sindhava is the what? Bahurupa Prabhavante. So, Bhashkar write, Sindavaha Nadyaha. Sindavaha Nadyaha. So, here Sindhu is mentioned for Nadi. Sindhu. Generally, Sindhu is mentioned for ocean also. Sindhu river is also there. Sindhu river is there in Pakistan. And we also have Sindhu river. India also has. And therefore, Hindu word has come. They say. These people were not able to cross their Sindhu river. And the people living across the Sindhu river, they couldn't pronounce Sa. They called Hindu. So they started the word Hindu. So Sindhavaha, Syandante means flow. अच्छा. फिर से अतः वर्ड आ गया, देखो. अतः, from this. Atha means from this. Sarva oshadaya cha prabhavanti. Oshadaya means all the grains, etc. Paddies. Oshadaya. Vrihi avayadya, rice, wheat, barley, all have come from that only. From consciousness only. Ataha. Oshadaya. Then rasascha. Ras also has come. Ras. Here ras doesn't mean amras. See here ras means that through which the body is sustained. Rasain. And that ras is there, minerals, etc. Yena esh bhut yena. By this ras, this subtle body is along with the gross body. Here Antaratma means subtle body and Bhutai means gross body. So this subtle body is holding the gross body. I hope you got it. Subtle body is holding the gross body through the nutrients of the body only. If the body is devoid of nutrients, then the gross body will be separated from subtle body. Because of this rus only, by this rus only, the subtle body is along with the gross body. Please be careful. Bhutahi here means the gross body, and Antaratma means the subtle body. I hope you are clear. If you are not clear, be clear. पता लगा, if you stop eating, my life is equal to association of the subtle and the gross. So those who fast unto death, etc., so when they stop eating, so the nutrients don't grow. Magnesium, calcium, and various kinds of phosphorus, protein, kidney stops functioning, liver stops functioning. So these rasas alone, and then the gross body leaves. Gross body tells the subtle body, if you cannot give me food, I am leaving now. And that is called death. Death means the dissociation of the subtle body with the gross body. बोले हम चलते हैं, फिर नहीं मिलेंगे. हाँ, once I go out, I won't come back. ये नहीं कि we'll meet again और we'll be in touch, ये सब नहीं बोलते. गया तो गया, फिर वापस नहीं आएगा वो. फिर गया, फिर it is gone forever. And in some special cases, it so happened that subtle body is taken by Yamdut to Yamraj. Yamraj says you brought the wrong person. It has happened. It has happened many times. Only that you had to bring that neighbor. ये किसको कहाँ से ले आए तुम? नहीं सुना है? सुना है ना? हाँ, तो बोले he will die after 15 years are required for him to die. इसको ले जाओ, वापस करो, वापस ले जाओ. हाँ, ऐसा कई लोगों ने बताया. Lot of people have told like that. So he will tell also he will die and this will be the disease. And one person was being taken, total dark road was. He said, why are you taking me to the dark road? Well, in your childhood you used to throw stones on all bulb and tube light. Therefore it's all dark is there. बोले वापस ले जाओ उसको. तो वापस ले आए उसको. जहाँ रोना वोना मचा था, फिर ये हिले ऐसे, तो the person who was almost dead बोली तो फिर से पैदा हो गया. He is again born. तो बीच मरा नहीं है ये. And this person was listening everything. When person is in coma, don't say anything bad because he is listening still. Although he will not respond. He is not able to respond anything, but he is understanding anything in his subconscious mind is going on. There are a lot of parallel lokas. It is called parallel lokas in English. तो वहाँ से वापस आ गए. ये बड़े समझदार हो जाते हैं, फिर आस्तिक हो जाते हैं कि this was all happened and we got with Yamraj. He had a very long beard was there. Then he was seeing the books etc. बोले this person is there, this one. ये बोले इसको हटाओ यहाँ से, डायरेक्ट ले जाओ इसको, हटाओ यहाँ से, हटाओ इसको, take him to hell. इसको यहाँ ले जाओ. ऐसा होता है. बड़ी बातें होती हैं. We see only one body and we are only in our own cocoon, therefore we don't understand all these things. So I hope this line is clear. So yin will go with rasain, that's the only thing, keep in your mind. Yin rasain. And esh will go with antaratma. Eshaha is the name of subtle body. It is in masculine. So tishthate, it sustains, it is alive. Subtle body is tishthate. Tishthate means it is alive. Along with what? Bhutaihi. Bhutaihi means here, Bhutaihi means Sukshma, Sthul Sharir, along with the Sthul Sharir. It is surrounded as if, surrounded by the Sthul Sharir. Surrounded by the Sthul Sharir. Like, the mango is there. So in the mango there is a juice. So juice is it is kept because there is a peel is there. If peel is removed, whole mango will go away. So as if the gross body is holding the subtle body, as if here. Example is given. By sustaining it. If peel is not there, slowly the juice also will go away. It will not dry up in no time. If you just keep it, slowly it will get destroyed. And insects will also come and eat it up. So this is the 9th mantra. So, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. 7 mantras are to describe the Adidevik, Adhyatmik and Adibhautik world. 3 kinds of world, Shraddha, Tapasya, all was Adhyatmik world. Deva, Sadhya, there was Adidevik world. And Samudra, etc., they are Adibhautik world. One is elemental, other is celestial. And third is not is spiritual. Third is inside. Inside. Mental कह सकते हो. Inside was called mental. From Vasana to the body is called Adhyatma. Outside is called Adibhut. And the holder of both is called Adidev, which is not seen by the eyes. Like Jeev, you cannot see. You can see the air element, but the Devata you cannot see. The holder you cannot see. The holder is the Devata. I can see your body, but Jeev I cannot see. But there is a Jeev which is the holder of the body. That is called Adidev. So all this Adhyatma, Adibhut and Adidev have come from that same Purush of 2nd mantra, 2.1.2 and 1.1.6. These 2 mantras are almost saying the same thing. They are without conditioning it is saying. Only thing is 1.1.6, later on it introduced the Tatastha Karan, and in 2.1.2 it is only talking about Swarup Lakshan. Swarup Lakshan. Now he is winding up the whole section. Purusha evedam vishwam karma tapo brahma paramritam etadyo veda nihitam guhayam so vidya granthim vikiritiha somya vikiratiha somya purusha evedagam vishwam. Gam is not there. Purusha evedam vishwam karma tapo brahma paramritam etadyo veda nihitam guhaya so vidya granthim vikiratiha somya. This is now winding up the whole principle which you have been seeing. If you see the first line till from in your book, 1 line is there or 4 line? 4 lines. So first 2 lines if you see from Purush to Paramritam, it is the relation between the Brahman and the world. That means it is telling that how the world is nothing but the Brahman. Purusha ev idam vishwam. So idam vishwam Purusha ev bhavati. Bhavati you can add. And karma tapacha paramritam brahma. Karma and tapasya. This is adhyat. That is also Brahman. And the second line, etad yovi, knowing this Brahman, relation between the Brahman and the Jeev is mentioned. In the first 2 lines, relation between Brahman and world, that world is false and Purush alone is true. Please note Purush, same is going of Divyo Yamurta, Purusha, Sabhaya, Abhyantaraja, Purnatvat, Purusha, Purishanat, Purusha. 2 definitions of Purush we had seen, only Purnatvat you have to take here. If you are not connected well, If you don't keep this in mind, you will not be able to catch from where what is coming on and how the subject has progressed, which word has come where what. So you have to keep a little alert. So this whole Vishwam means Vividham Shvayate iti Vishwam. Which changes in various manners is called Vishwam. So when it is said Idam Vishwam Purushe Bhavati Karma Tapaha Paramritam Brahmayo Bhavati. Okay, is it clear now? When it is said whole world is like the Purush, how will you say? I will say in the dream, whole world of the dream is nothing but the consciousness alone. That means all the changes are false. All colors in the dream are false. All the people in the dream are false. False means, bolo, negatable. They will not be seen. False means they are seen where they are not there. If they were there, I could have obtained them after that. After waking also I could have obtained. Sometimes you had a very nice dream. You are becoming a millionaire all of a sudden, a billionaire. And you got up. It happened in Durban with somebody. I'm not telling his name, you all know him. So he said, I was having Lord Shiva. Shivji came. Shivji came. He said, I have to talk to you, and my wife woke me. I was so upset. And after a wife woke me, then unnecessarily something happened. Then I again went to bed. That maybe Shivji will have to conclude something. He will, but he didn't come. Now what to do? Mamni, did you try to sleep? Well, same time I scolded my wife and then I went to sleep. I said, then how will you sleep if you do a scolding, etc.? आप कैसे आप इतना? Well, I could get the dream, some dream, but I did not get Shivji at all. It was, and it has, many months have passed and I am very disappointed that Shivji could not talk. I said, by Shivji, if he has to communicate, he has million ways, don't worry about that. At least you heard something. But why she woke up, that is her problem. उनको नहीं पता था कि अंदर है शिव जी. So what you cannot obtain, what you saw in the dream, you cannot obtain it. And this is the nature of the world. No experience you can repeat. Yesterday's experiences you cannot repeat. I am telling you, second bite when you take up the food, that experience is different than the first bite. So when it is said world is not real, then it means that where it is seen, it is not there. Swadishthane abhavatvam, swadhikarane bhasmanatvam mithyatvam. Swa abhav adhikarane bhasmanatvam. They are seeing in their absence. I hope. You are seeing the snake on the rope. You are seeing the snake in the absence of the snake. Something seen in its absence is called the mithya. So Purush Evedagam is the one sentence that only Brahman is there and Jagat is mithya. And Tapo Brahma Paramritam. The first line is telling the relation of the world and Brahman is Satya and Mithya Sambandh is there. And second line is telling about the relation of that Jeev with the Brahman. Etad yo ved, etad yo ved, nihitam guhayam, etad yo ved. Etad means etad brahmana. Etad brahmana karyam tasmat sarvam varam paramritam. Yo ved nihitam guhayam. That means he who knows this knowledge in the intellect. Always understand Vedantic knowledge is intellectual knowledge. And every knowledge will be intellectual only. Why? Because ignorance is intellectual. It won't be nasal. It's neither dental. So sometimes I hear such statements, you have to transcend the intellect. What do you mean I don't understand? transcend the intellect. So, one knowing will be at the intellectual level. After knowing, it doesn't matter whether you keep that knowledge or you don't keep that knowledge. You are not insistent to have that knowledge. Jnana kalusham jivam jnanabhyasat vinirmalam kritva jnanam swayam nashet jalam katak renuvat. So etad yo ved nihitam guhayam, in the mind who knows, saha avidya granthim vikirati somya. O moon looking disciple, whose demeanor and disposition is like cool like a moon, the very favorite way of addressing the disciple. Achha? So he cuts asunder the knot of ignorance. What is the knot of ignorance? Aham idam asmi. The mixture of I and this is a knot. Why? Because I cannot be mixed with anything. Consciousness cannot be aham shariram, or I am mind, I am thick, I am thin, I am fat, I am sad, I am happy, I am human being. All this is granthi. Granthi means where impossibility is appearing as a possible. Although consciousness is all pervasive and body is very less pervasive, but still I see I am fat, I am thin, I am sick, I am very happy today, I am very sad today, I am very angry today, I am fed up of this person, I like that person a lot. All this mixing the I with this, and I mixture is not possible. That is called avidya granthi. In short, I am just trying to give the gist of that. Details I am not going to it. And Bhashkar writes, Drani bhutam avidya vasnam vikirati vikshipati nashyati jivan nev namrta sim iha ev. Because iha word is come vikirati iha, in this world only. So this completes the first section of the second Mundak. Time is over. We'll start the second Mundak, second chapter tomorrow. Just revise it. Where is I and where is this? I and this are not relatable. Kaha consciousness? Where is the dream consciousness and where is the dream dog and the dream sad person? And in dream he says, I am very sad. You are the dream consciousness or the sad in the dream? Totally both. How can both be possible? Either you will be this or that. And truth and false can't be combined together. Like darkness and light can't be combined together. This is not mixable and I mixed it. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah.
प्रभु मां पाहि विभो